Well, I guess we'll see if this will work. Keep cutting out on this live feed thing. So far, so good. Get a few seconds in, we'll upload it. Well, while I wait for this to build and some people to show up and to see if live feed is going to work today or not, I'm going to do some sanding on this black walnut. So yeah, we'll see who shows up. After I plug my sander in. Usually works better with a little bit of power added to it. So yeah, plugged my phone into the normal spot, so forgot to plug in the sander. Hey, we got 4 on. What's going on, Saburrtooth? Tammy Ford, what's happening? Got some news to share with everybody here on the channel. Some big news. I'd hoped to go on earlier, but we had some family event in time, so that's what I was doing. Yeah, I'm going to share with everybody, though, in just a couple minutes. Going to let the, I don't know, everything build, I guess. Get a few more people on. In the meantime, I got some black walnut here that I'm going to work on. Hey, Dallas, that's cool. That's a good idea. Shout out where you guys are located. What's going on, Jacob? Things are going good. Just going to do a little sanding on this black walnut for a couple minutes and let this feed grow, get a few people on here, and then I got some big news about the channel and what I've got going on. And yeah, just kind of got to share it with you guys. So hang tight. We'll get a few more people on here and we'll talk about it. All right, 1 to 10. 10 being the loudest. How loud is that? Sanding and the vacuum going, sucking the dust off there. 1 to 10. How loud is that on your end? Go. 1 to 10. Ten. 9. All right, so it's pretty loud. Just wondering. So this is black walnut, and I'm working on getting this nice and sanded out for the sewer or the Singer sewing machine base project that I've been working on. I don't really have a full video for that because it's mostly just like doing this top. We'll be sanding this thing down, both sides real nice. And then I got to carve the edge. Maybe I'll video carving the edge and make a little video out of that. So we'll be using the Saburrtooth tools, possibly the Fordham or one of my die grinders, and cleaning that thing up real nice. So got a bunch of on here. That's cool. We got Greg from Dallas. We got Barry from Florida. We got Rick from Minnesota. It's great. Thanks for being here, everybody. Glad you're staying busy. Saw Shed, it's always a plus, man. I have been busy myself, and I've got some, well, big news to share with everybody. I'm not going to be on here super long, but I just wanted to get on and tell everyone so that I could, PA, not far from me as I'm in New York, just wanted to get on and share some news with everyone. Gonna be making some big changes for myself, some big changes for the family moving forward, and those changes are going to include hopefully more and if not better YouTube videos. But the biggest thing is I am leaving my day job. I've put in my notice. The 19th will be my last day there, and I'm going to pursue building rustic furniture and chainsaw carving. It's kind of a big leap. I've been working at this place for just about actually 13 years, going on 14 years. It's been a blessing. It's provided for my family. It's been, everything that a well-paying job could be, providing and all that good stuff. I have decided, well, not just myself, I would say long conversations and honestly prayer with my wife on the whole thing um, has really brought us to the decision that now is the time to take the leap and to pursue it. Um, you know, it to some, maybe not you guys watching because you guys enjoy the stuff that I do, but to some it seems crazy, to leave a job that is a guaranteed weekly paycheck with benefits to pursue business. But I'm pursuing this in hopes of many other things, obviously. Not pursuing the business to get rich. I'm not pursuing carving and furniture building to, become some sort of millionaire, amazing YouTube extraordinaire, nothing like that. Um, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Want to do something that I love for a living. Absolutely. That is definitely part of it, Rick. Um, Thanks, everybody. Thank you for the congratulations. I do appreciate that. For me, a part of the big idea for the move to leave my job and to pursue this, though, isn't just it isn't just pursuing my art. It is pursuing a different life. It is pursuing happiness, I guess, if you want to call it that. But it's not just that. It's more than that. It's pursuing the idea of being a better father, a better husband, a better friend, putting out, giving the effort to achieve goals that I have set personally for those sort of things, if that makes sense, right? It's kind of deep. It's not just like, hey, gonna pursue my art and sell. There's more to it than that. There's things that I want to be better at, and I just don't believe that can be achieved at the job I was at and running my business. And for me personally, I believe I will be able to get there, or at least get close to those things much more by pursuing my own business, by pursuing creating art and selling art and those sort of things. So that is that's where I'm at. That's my big news. There's always a little deeper, a little more to it than that, and I'm sure I'll get into it at some other time, if not later on in this video. But we'll see how it goes. My kids are getting older. I got a couple teenagers. I got one that's not quite there yet, and I just I get a lot of comments. Family comes first. Family comes first. And I can be the first to admit I work a lot. I work a lot. I really do. And it's taken a long time to not sure what are the words I'm looking for. It's taken a long time to realize, I guess, or be able to piece together what it is that I really want, or what I want to do. We always think we know what we want in life and what we want to do in life, and we pursue those things, and sometimes it just smacks you in the face quite suddenly as to like, hey, this really isn't what I want to do. I don't want to be working a full-time job and a full-time business and doing all these other fun things on the side, and running around and doing all the other things that come with being, you know, outside of all this stuff, you know, father, husband, and all that. So, like, there has to be a sacrifice somewhere. And I'm tired of my family sacrificing. So, people could say, give this stuff up and pursue the full time job. Well, the full time job is one of those things that says, hey, it's a holiday, you got to work. You're going to work if you don't have time to take off. For me, I'm kind of over that. I'm just kind of over that. Kind of over working every other weekend for someone else's gain. And if I have to work on the weekend, it's going to benefit myself and my household, if that makes sense. So yeah, I guess it's all for the pursuit of a well-being and a better life and happiness in that aspect, not necessarily the pursuit of riches and diamonds and all those sort of things. So hopefully that makes sense. Makes sense in my head. It may not make sense as it's coming out of my mouth, but hopefully it does. So you know, it is a dream to build and to chainsaw carve and to sell those things and to, you know, obviously support my family with that. But it's also part of that dream to make games that are important to my kids, you know, that start at 4 o'clock instead of 5 or 6. It's important to make concerts. It's important to be here when they need help with homework and not stuck at a job, you know, because my wife's got to be at work or something, you know, something like that. I have kids that can be here, you know, they're old enough, but hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say. You know, make dinners and be home to do these things and to be more present in their life. You know, my wife says, you already do those things well, but I have a goal of where I want to be to do those things. And pursuing this business and creating my art and doing this thing for, you know, for us, for myself, I think I can reach those goals much better. So, you know, if you are someone who's thinking of pursuing those things, my biggest thing would be is if you're married, you know, make sure you're having conversations, make sure your finances are in check, make sure you guys are praying on it. I know that's not everybody's thing, but for some of you it is. For myself it is. And honestly, if it's not your thing, that's okay. I ain't here to judge you on none of that. That's not my place. But, you know, I feel the idea of pursuing happiness is just that much stronger lately, you know? What is it we're really doing here? What is it that we want to do? What are our goals in life, you know, as we get older? And are we working toward them, or are we just being stagnant? Are we in just the same repetitive place, you know? For many years now, I have been running my business and taking orders that have kind of got to a point where they're, you know, they dip and rise, my orders. And that's because I don't press and push on to get more, knowing that I got to go and work a full-time job. So I'm not able to fully push myself in the work that I love to do. So, you know, you've got to kind of not put yourself out there. YouTube, right, you're putting yourself out there, but it's a little different in business because, like, I haven't gotten any orders and I haven't made any sales because I have a YouTube channel. I've made sales and gotten orders, things I've created for the YouTube channel, but YouTube channel hasn't made me any money in the aspect of my business in that way. You know what I mean? If I make money here, it's from ads and things like that. It's not because I met some customer who's ordered up all sorts of things. That's not really how it works. But yeah, there's so many different things. So anyway, goals going forward, I want to be able to create more tutorials on chainsaw carving. I would like to get back to probably going to be after the first of the year, but I would like to get back to some more tutorials with basics, you know, your stock chainsaw, your MS-170s sort of stuff, and carve up some more things. We'll probably do some more bears because that's always easy peasy kind of stuff, right? For me at least, and for a lot of you, y'all want to work on that sort of stuff. and I'm always open to ideas. So if you guys don't watch the community section part of my YouTube channel here, go there and check it out every now and then, because I will leave comments. I will leave like a questionnaire. You can choose one of 3, one of 4, one of 5 things. You have the opportunity to give ideas on what you would like to see. So yeah. All right, hold on. I gotta get caught up on comments here. It's awesome, Jacob. I'm reading that, man. Congratulations to you. I know you did, Sawshed. I'm sorry, man. I should know your first name by now. We've been talking, and it always slips me. I always get stuck on the Sawshed. And that was a huge blessing for you, dude. The Lord worked for you, and that's awesome. Heck yeah, Colin. Sure have, man. I sure have. It's a lot, you know. Daniel. That's it. Thanks, buddy. You know, you work a full-time job, you got kids, you're married, you run a business in the time in which you're not at your full-time job, and then within there, you find time to do YouTube, connect with people outside of your bubble who are all over the world, all over the states, all over the place, on a level of art, which is amazing, but it's also time consuming, you know? So much time really goes into a video. Like, even if you guys watch a 5-minute video, the work itself, I don't really count, right? Because if it's a video for a customer, I was going to put that work in anyway. But if it was a video that's a tutorial, I'm putting all that work in for you guys, right? My subscribers, my viewers in that aspect. So if it's a video to show a customer the process of creating their cool new bear or whatever it is, obviously I'm being paid by my customer, and maybe the $2 that YouTube paid me for, if I'm lucky, 800 views. If I'm creating a tutorial for you guys, no one is paying me for that bear. Hopefully I sell it at a store or somewhere, and I'm only getting paid by the views that are created. And so that you know, a lot of time goes in there for not a very much reward, and that's not your guys' fault. It's just the way YouTube works, and that's okay. But in order to be a little more successful, make that a little more worth it, I think, is to be able to put out more videos, put out more, you know, more topics and different things. So as the business grows, there will probably be more furniture videos showing up on the channel, while still having the chainsaw carving time lapse and having the tutorials in carving. So I've watched a lot of guys that grow channels and share things on how to grow your channel and make it better. You know, and a lot of them say, you know, stick to your niche, stick to the one thing that people are there for. But at the same time, for me, there's not just one thing that I do. There's just not. You know, there's one thing that I record a lot of, which is chainsaw carving, but that's not the only thing I do. And I want to be able to kind of share everything that I'm doing with you guys, as far as like what goes in here in the shop and in the carving yard and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the plan, you know. So it'll be more videos, but hopefully it'll still be a lot of, well, hopefully the plan is for it to be a lot of carving videos still, and then some more woodworking videos popped in there. I've got some opportunity for some great projects, some that are still in the works. The Eagles, I've got a custom table. I've got some other things that I'm still working on, things that we're going to start really nailing down after Christmas and leading into the new year. Now, I did say earlier on we'll be doing some more tutorials in the new year. I've got to get these orders out, and when I get these orders out, then the videos will come out for you guys. Once we get caught up on orders, unless they continue to roll in very heavily, then it'll be time to start filming, you know, tutorials and doing those sort of things. My hopes and my plans at the moment are to shoot a few videos in advance, or get order videos and other videos prepared That way there, I'm not scrambling every week Friday night to edit, hoping I can have everything ready for Saturday morning, missing it, and then putting it up on Sunday. Because that, sometimes that's just what's been happening. The joys of working for myself, though, will free up plenty of time for editing and being able to do those things, being able to toy around with new editing ideas and concepts and things like that as well. I would like to. There are some guys out there doing some awesome editing on videos, and that is something that I have been researching a little bit more. The cuts, the music, the time lapse, like how all these things are in there, getting rid of wasted space to make a short video. Because honestly, here on YouTube, the attention span for the average viewer is like 3 to 5 minutes, and that shows in my analytics of YouTube as well. The average viewer hangs out for about 3 to 5 minutes and bails. Being live, that's a little bit different. Tutorial videos are also a little bit different. So if it's not a live and it's not a tutorial, the average viewer is about 3 to 5 minutes. So 15-minute video, 10 minutes of that video feels like it goes to waste sometimes. I've done polls. Another thing we'll do again are polls like that on, how much or how long do you watch? The analytics tend to irritate me. I would rather ask you guys directly, what is it that you enjoy about this channel? How long do you like to watch the channel? And all those sorts of things in a poll in the community section. So, after this video, you guys should be able to hit my main thing, go to my community section and see it, so you know exactly what it is, and keep an eye out for that. A good way, I think, to be alerted is making sure your notifications are on for YouTube, and you guys have you've hit that bell for my channel. By doing so, I believe you guys will get alerts when I make those posts and things. Something else I'm going to be utilizing more on here is the stories tab on YouTube, which is like little short videos in a row of what it is I'm doing. And I kind of hope to use that as a sneak peek as to, what you can look forward to in the next or a future video. Yeah, I'm feeling better. Yeah, I had surgery on Tuesday, and I'm feeling quite a bit better, actually. I've probably done way more today than I should. Correct. I'm going to have to call that person back, though, in less than 5 minutes, so we are going to have to cut this very short here in just a few seconds. But yeah, I'm not going anywhere. If anything, I'm going to be here that much more. So we went over the community section for you guys to check that out, all right? The store tab. Right now I've got merch on there. Those sort of things help support the channel directly. If you guys are interested in merch, awesome. If you're not, no worries. The prices, excuse me, I don't get the full sale price, obviously, because say it's a hoodie, the hoodie has to be paid for, the artwork has to be paid for, and I get a small portion of that when you make those purchases. The plan is to get a more consistent pricing up there, to get some more designs up there, and things like that for y'all to choose from. I would like to do some holiday themed stuff in the future, probably going forward, as in like next year, have ugly sweaters and just do some fun stuff. I do like to create and design my own shirts, but hey, if we meet a designer who can do it better and isn't going to kill me on the price, and maybe we'll work with him or her on that. So those are some other things. You guys can find that stuff in the store tab, or there's usually a strip right below the video. What else? Community section, the store tab, the stories. So if you wanted to be able to see the stories sort of section, when you see my logo, that circle, it says Kyle Hall Woodworker on like the main page, you hit that and you're able to see my stories. Kind of like if you have Instagram, at the top there's a bubble, and it's in this case it's Halls Stick Furniture and Signs on Instagram. You hit the bubble and you get to see the stories. So that's where stories are if you guys aren't sure. But I have all the links to all my social media. We do have a Facebook page, Kyle Hall Woodworker New Carvers. For those of you that want to join and share your work, you guys can do that. And yeah, that's kind of it for now. I'm sure we'll talk about this a little bit more later. I've got to go, though, because I need to call my daughter back. Yeah, I got to call her back. She called me. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Well, your evening. I hope you guys have an awesome week. Working on a video for, yeah, next weekend. It's actually going to be on the snowblower. It's having some difficulties with that, and I've got a little bit of a following that actually loves the snowblower videos. So we got to do some work on the snowblower. I think that's going to be next Saturday's video. And yeah, hope you guys all have a great week. You guys been on my mind, and see you guys later. Bye.